Hello friends, welcome to Crisp class. I am Monica and today we will study rational numbers. Today we will study about rational numbers, but before that let us study the different type of numbers we have done earlier. See, when we started learning about numbers, we were introduced to counting numbers. Counting numbers were natural numbers. These were counting numbers, natural numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes on. Then to these natural numbers we were introduced 0. These are the natural numbers. We were introduced with 0. This 0 was added to the natural numbers and they were called whole numbers. Now after whole numbers, these are all whole numbers. To these whole numbers, we added negative numbers. -1, -2, -3, -4 and it goes on like this. These were called integers. The negative numbers as well as the positive numbers together, they were called integers. Now then we studied about fractions. What are fractions? Numbers in the form of p is to q, where both p and q were positive integers and q was not equal to 0. For example, 1/2, 3/8, 9/15, all these were fractions. Here you see both the numerator as well as the denominator, they are positive. They are positive integers. But after that, to these fractions what we added was the negative integers also. These rational numbers are numbers in the form of p is to q, where q is not equal to 0 and p and q can either be a positive number or a negative number. They can both be positive and negative. Here in fractions, what is the difference between fractions and rational numbers? These p and q, they were both positive integers. But in rational numbers, p and q can be either positive or negative. For example, -3/8, 9/-2, -6/1. See here the difference. Rational numbers, numerator is negative, denominator positive. Numerator is positive, denominator negative. So we were introduced with negative numbers in the rational numbers. Now rational numbers can be positive and negative. Like in integers we had negative numbers here, positive numbers. Similarly in rational numbers also we have negative numbers and positive numbers. Negative numbers are the numbers in which either one of them is negative. See here, this is also negative number, negative, because here numerator is negative, denominator is negative, numerator is negative again. So these all are negative numbers. For example, -1/8, 2/-3, these are negative numbers. Now here also 0 is neither negative nor positive. Then again positive numbers will be 2/3, 8/9. So here in positive numbers we see both the numbers are positive, or it can be -10/-9. Here both the negative signs cancel and this becomes a positive number. So for being a negative number, negative rational number, one of the numbers should be negative, either numerator or denominator. Now similarly, we can plot these rational numbers on the number line. Like in integers we knew like this. This is the number line. 0 is in the center, positive numbers are to the right side, negative numbers are to the left side. Similarly, rational numbers, these positive numbers will be to the right side of 0, negative numbers will be to the left side of 0, and positive numbers will always be greater than the negative numbers. And as we go towards the right in the number line, the number will be greater, like this, like -1 is greater than -2. Similarly, in rational numbers, the number which is to the right side of the number line will be greater number. Now we will study how to convert a rational number into its equivalent rational number. This is the same as we did with fractions. We will multiply the numerator and the denominator with the same number to get the equivalent number, or we will divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number to get the equivalent rational number. It is the same as we did with fractions. See here, -2/3. Now we have to get its equivalent rational number. What we will do? We will multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number. This becomes -4/6. So -4/6 is equivalent to -2/3. Similarly, if we multiply it with -5. See, whenever we are solving sums in rational numbers, both rules of integers and fractions will follow. Here, both the signs are negative, so negative multiplied by negative, we had studied in integers also, minus multiplied by minus will become positive. So, this becomes 10. -2 multiplied by -5 will become 10, and this will be -15, because here it is plus, here it is minus. Plus multiplied by minus is minus sign. 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. So, we will follow both rules of integers and fractions. Now, see here, we are given that this number is equal to this number. Now, if both the numbers are equivalent, that means we can multiply here with 2 to get 14. We have to make this equivalent. These are already equivalent, but to find the number, we will make this same. 7 multiplied by 2 is 14. So, we will have to multiply the numerator also with the same number. So, here we multiply this with 2, we get -6. So, the answer is -6. So, this is how we find equivalent rational numbers. Now, we will find the standard form. Standard form means the simplest form. See, we have this number. Now we have to convert it into its standard form. How we will do? We will first find its HCF, highest common factor. Highest common factor of this is 12. So we will divide this number, both the numerator as well as the denominator, with 12. What we get? 3/-2. We have divided both by 12, we get this answer. Now this is equal to -3/2. Remember, this sign, if it is in the denominator, we can write it like this. We can write this sign with the numerator. These both numbers are same. So we will shift this sign above this line and write -3/2. So this is the standard form of this number. Or one other way is, like we did in fractions, we will cut this. We cut this by 2, we get 18, 12. Again, we divide it by 3, we get 6, 4. Again with 2, we get 3 and 2. Now also we got the same answer. So both methods are right. You can solve in any manner. Either find the HCF first and then divide it with it and get the number, or you can simplify like this. Now let us solve this sum. -3/-15. First and foremost, we'll see the signs. Both signs will cancel with each other. Now here also, if we find the HCF, we get 3. So one method is we divide both numerator and denominator by 3. What do we get? 1/5. So this is our answer. Or we can solve it like this also. 3/15. This is -3/-15. These cancel. 1 3s are 3 5s are. So this is our answer. Now let's solve this sum. We have to write greater, lesser or equals to in these sums. Now let us take the first one, minus 5 by 7 and 2 by 3. See, this is a positive number. Both numerator and denominator are positive. And here we have one negative sign. See, remember, if there is single negative sign, either it is in numerator or denominator, it is a negative rational number. So this is negative rational number. So negative numbers are always smaller than positive numbers. Now second, now let us see this number. First see this. There are two negative signs. So these will cancel with each other and this becomes a positive number. And here this is a negative number because we have single negative sign in the denominator. So our answer is this. Now we see this is a negative number and this is 0. Negative numbers are always smaller than 0. 0 is always greater than negative numbers. So this is like this. Now we will solve this sum. First and foremost, we will take this sign up in the numerator. This becomes minus 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4. Now we will equate the denominators. How? Minus 1 by 3 multiplied by 4. Here we will multiply by 3 so that our denominators become same. So now we get minus 4 by 12 and minus 3 by 12. Our denominators are same. Now we will compare our numerators. See, we know that minus 3 is greater than minus 4 because we know that in the number line, the number that is to the right side in the number line is greater. So our answer will be this. 1 by, here you can place 1 by minus 3 and minus 1 by 4. So this is our answer.